Wait, is Klawf weak to is Klawf weak to Psychic or Grass? Oh, it's weak to Grass. My deck is weak to Grass, and they're playing a Grass deck. Okay, no, they're just playing the Arceus Grass deck. And that's not good. And Koraidon, yes, it was all you. So yeah, like Experience Share, but Energy Seal is just Turbo Patch, but, you know, slightly different. So that's going to be interesting. So Toedscool is useless in this matchup. And, you know, maybe for Lost Box, I was overthinking it with the Toedscruel, and you just go Radiant Tsareena and rely on your Switch cards. Maybe that's just the play. You just rely on your Switch cards and go from there. Oh, no, well, they got Giratina, but they're never going to use Giratina's V-Star, right? Alright, so... Do they even... Wait, do they even have an answer to Mimikyu in their deck? Hang on, do they even have an answer to that? Like, can they actually do anything if I just go, oh, I'm just going to put Mimikyu down, and then what are you going to do? Alright, let's Iono. Because what's their... They don't have any backup attackers. Right? Oh my god. Giratina V. Oh, right, Giratina V. So we just have to knock out the Giratina V, and then we'll be okay. Alright, let's go Bidoof. And then, sure, let's end turn, so maybe they don't feel bad about Ionoing me. But yeah, Victor Natty, thank you for letting me know. But maybe they won't see it. Maybe they won't be like, oh, they got the Mimikyu. Box of Rocks? Yeah, Rock Box. But I do play Koraidon. You know, I think the Toedscruel, like I think it's just wasted deck space. Right? Yeah, and that was a wacky hand. I only play 7 fighting energy, and I Iono'd into 4 of them. Like, seriously? I couldn't have gotten one of my 2 double turbos instead. And do you want the Klawf on screen in embiggened, or do you want the card on screen so you actually know what it does? Because Klawf is not something that you see very often. Hey, and that's why I kept the Klawf in hand, is so they wouldn't feel bad about using Iono if they had to. Alright, so do you want the Klawf? Do you want it bigger? Do you want it smaller? The choices are yours. Alright, so Yveltal is getting knocked out. We're just going to give them the Mimikyu. We will potentially just Crushing Hammer the Giratina all day long, and then win the game. It's that simple. You want a bigger Klawf? Bigger Klawf? How big are we making the Klawf here? And CJ, it's from The Simpsons. A noble spirit embiggens the smallest man. Yeah, after I break the game with Klawf. Well, this will be my pet deck, right? My pet crab deck. So there goes Yveltal. We'll just give them the Mimikyu. We'll try to Crushing Hammer any energy. So they are prepping the Giratina. Who's Janet? Who's Janet? I must know. Who is Janet? I know you meant haven't. I just thought that was a funny autocorrect. Alright, so we're gonna go... I guess it doesn't really matter which energy we go for, because they're kind of, you know, half and half anyways. But I think if we go for the Psychic, that'll be better. Yeah, we'll do that. And then... I think we go Nest Ball. Let's Nest Ball for the Klawf. Let's get the Klawf. And then we go Bidoof. But yeah, like, you want more energy. And can I get energy in my hand? Is that a thing we could potentially have at some point? And yeah, like, I might want to bring up like a Bidoof or something at some point. But like, where the hell's the energy? Right? I can't even use Koraidon for anything because there's no energy in the discard pile. And do I even want double barrel action? I guess we just go get the Mawile and just go end turn. Because I do have Misfortune Sisters, and that might be able to get rid of like a Super Rod or something. Wait, what? Yeah, so that just Embadians. I really like the word Embadians, so I've just sort of stuck with it. And yeah, so they can never evolve that Giratina. Or they just have to take enough knockouts every single time. But yeah, this stream is completely dedicated to the EXs that no one else wants to play, the bad EXs. It is unfortunate that we have the Serperior over there, because they can rearrange their energy. Oh yeah, okay, the Klawf is not going down quite yet. It will in a second though. I wonder if they realize. Do they realize they have to get rid of an energy from the Arceus? I don't know. I don't know if they realize it yet. And you better be using an Obsidian Flames deck, Shiny Ray. Because if you're not, I'm going to be very cross with you. So, yeah, now they're going to realize... Oh, wait. Oh, I get to choose. I thought they get to choose. Okay, that's interesting. I completely thought that they get to choose. I was 100% convinced that my opponent chooses. What happens there? That is crazy. I was not expecting that. Yeah, that's even better. I didn't even know. I had no clue whatsoever that that's actually what happened. All right, well, we will... I guess we just go Rock Chestplate, and then... Double Turbo, and then we'll go Nest Ball. I mean, the Koraidon could do something, but I guess we just go for Radiant Tsareena. And no, I'm pretty sure that is because it says... Oh, geez. If this Pokemon discard an energy from the attacking Pokemon, they don't say who chooses, though. They should definitely specify who chooses. Discard an energy from the attacking Pokemon. It doesn't tell you who's allowed to choose, which is very strange. All right, we'll go end turn. If that Klawf survives, then we're in there, but I don't know if that Klawf is going to survive. Yeah, because what's the card that says your opponent chooses? It's like when you use an escape rope or something, or an escape rope type effect, it'll say, oh, that's cool. It'll say, you know, your opponent chooses the new active Pokemon. It should explicitly say, yeah, trust that PTCGL did this correctly, but you think it would explicitly say, like, you choose the energy, or like, you may discard energy from the attack, or something like that. Just something that makes it more specific. All right, so what's their energy situation? They have a ton of energy. What's their energy situation? Well, they have a ton of it. Yeah, it's just, like, this is a child's game, right? So you'd think they'd make it ready for children? I don't know. All right, so Mimikyu is going up front. Avery first. There's another Klawf. They'll probably... Ooh, they ditched the Bidoof. Interesting. Very, very interesting thing that you've done there. So they have a bunch of psychic energy. They also have a bunch of grass energy, right? I think I just want to get rid of all their psychic energy. And then if they can't attack with Giratina, then that should be GG. All right, let's put Klawf down. And then go Rock Chestplate, and then end turn. Yeah, it doesn't say you're... Yeah, like it's... Yeah, it's just... This is a kid's game, right? That's what I'm trying to say. It's like this game attracts Clamburglar. Oh, you're gonna come Fey all over the place. You're gonna make that Miltank come Fey all over the place. Thank you for the sub, Clamburglar. I appreciate you. But, you know, like, I understand there's a lot of unnecessary cards in this deck. We will make Klawf work on this stream. I have updated my stream schedule, and I will be streaming Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. That's the, you know, the new schedule, normal time, and we'll just sort of see what happens. Yeah, the Comfey. And then, I mean, I could force them to attack with the Stwubit. If we just go Mawile... Oh, they are in it right now. Because if I just bosses up the Stwubit and use Tempting Trap, they don't really have much. So, Clamburglar, thank you for your money. I highly appreciate it. We got the Switch Cart, we got the energy. I still haven't, done anything with Ting-Lu. And they evolved! I think that's GG then, right? Because they evolved? Yeah, it's a contest for children. Yeah, and Homer beat their brains out. Canceling Cologne income. Nah, they don't play Canceling Cologne. So they're just using Trinity Nova to thin out stuff. And there's the fake Sunny Games, who took my Amy raid and didn't feel any sort of remorse. Alright, so let's go. I think, yeah, we have that. So I just need to bosses the Stwubit, and that should be GG. Alright, so Industrious Incisors, and then Lake Acuity. So they have all of their abilities. I guess we do go Lake Acuity. It's just, maybe the deck needs like a Spinda for the Ting-Lu, or you just get rid of Ting-Lu altogether. Card games are for children. Yes. All card games are for children. Raid XQC. Isn't XQC on Kick? Is XQC even on Twitch anymore? So they have Spiritomb. They must have like a Super Rod in that deck, right? Because I do play Misfortune Sisters. Still don't have enough points to time out Sunny. Well, one day. One day you'll have enough. Alright, then we'll just... I can use Iono to buy me some time. I do play Pal Pad. Yeah, it's just... I was just like, let's test out everything. And then we'll sort of chip away what we don't need. I think the Mimikyu is very good. I think the Yveltal is very good. I think the Mawile is good. The Ting-Lu, I could cut that. The Toedscruel, I could definitely cut that. And we're just sort of waiting them out. Because this is not a stall deck. This is an attacking deck. I just can't find my energy. Can we time out Gazer for free instead? Okay, they're going for the Nest Stash. They gotta have like a Super Rod, right? Or are they just digging for bosses? Because they have one bosses. Maybe they only play 2 bosses or something? And there goes the real Sunny Games for 69. We'll see you in 69 seconds, Sunny. Okay, that's okay. I think I just... If we go Klawf, if I give them Klawf, this will be interesting. Because we might be able to do like an Yveltal play, right? I might be able to just go, oh, I'll just use Yveltal. And we'll do that. Because if I Yveltal away the DC, the 2 double turbos and the V-Guard, and we get rid of... Okay, so Solar Beam is not a knockout. They lose an energy. They forgot about the Rock Chestplate. See, Rock Chestplate. Busted. I mean, not that it would have, saved me from things like that. Okay, so then we go... Boom. We put that there. We will Penny the Klawf back into the hand. We Ting-Lu it up in here. We will... I think I do put the Klawf back down, Rock Chestplate, and then draw 1 with Industrious Incisors. This is actually working. It's actually working. And then we go Land Scoop on the Bibarel. Okay, why isn't that centered? Okay, all right. Didn't mean to do all that wacky stuff. And then they do have Noble Light, but they'll have to use Noble Light at like the wrong point. Sunny's mean to my buddy Oh, see, Jeff, I'm sorry. You're not allowed to be friends with Gazer and be in this stream at the same time. Unless you give me money. Those are the rules. I don't enforce them. Those are Twitch's new guidelines they just released recently. I like the cooking. Yeah, you can cook the crab. Cook that crab. And then, so that's minus 50. So they're doing 130, and then I'll heal with... Oh, this is beautiful. I'm taking a knockout on the Arceus. I'm going to heal a lot of damage. And then we got the bosses just for game later on. All right, this is beautiful. This is so beautiful. I think yeah, we'll just go land scoop on the Arceus. This is so amazing. This is hilarious. I'm winning with Klawf. A deck I literally just threw together. I'm like, hey, Klawf kind of is interesting, right? Klawf is kind of not terrible. And then we're actually maybe going to win. Rock Chestplate. Great card. Shyshab, Legend, welcome in. They do take a KO with Solar Beam. But I can tempting trap the Swivit and maybe win through that. But they might have a switch card. Because do they have... Oh, they've used their switch and escape rope. I have to assume they don't have another switch and escape rope. I still hate Klawf. How dare you hate Klawf? Klawf is the busted crab. It is... You know, how do you think they make Krabby Patties? They're literally made of crabs. Alright, so Koraidon is unnecessary. We'll put the energy on the Mawile. Maybe I should have... I mean, maybe just a Luminous energy, so then we can attack from... We can attack with Radiant Tsareena as well, if it gets down to it. And then we can also attack with Mimikyu. Have I attacked once with Klawf? You don't need to attack with Klawf. That was a very interesting decision by my opponent that I do not agree with whatsoever. Like, you don't need to attack. Who needs to attack with Klawf? Look at this. We're just healing all the damage. They're not attacking. We win the game. We're going to hit their Bibarel again. They've lost their Pokemon that hits me for weakness. The damage counters are disappearing left, right, and center. And I'm going to win with this bootleg Klawf Ting-Lu deck. Everything worked. You know, all of my crazy plans have worked here. Wait, what about my old man knows? Oh, Klawf's old man knows hairs. But that's how you know it's, you know, it's seasoned. You know, it's seasoned to perfection. But like Arceus Giratina is a top deck in the format right now, and they're getting sauced up. They're getting sauced up by Klawf. Imagine losing to a Klawfy X deck. Oh, man. Okay, well, here we go. They can finally use their abilities. And they've got Iono to 3. But I don't think they can take a KO because they're doing 180. And then I'll just Ultra Ball the hand. I'll use Industrious Incisors. And then... Oh, no, I just have a knockout on Arceus. I'm overcomplicating things. Yeah, I'm just overcomplicating things. We have a knockout on the Arceus. See, this is why you should never have taken Dunsparce out. There's literally a card that removes the weakness of colorless Pokemon. I don't feel bad that you're not playing it. I do not feel bad for anyone who isn't playing Dunsparce. Because there's literally a card that you just put it into play, and now your Arceus is not weak to fighting, your Lugia is not weak to lightning, your Bibarel's not weak to anything, your Swivit's not weak to anything. Overclofficating? That doesn't work as well as you might have thought in your head, Bella. Timeout you. Oh my god. Oh, you're all putting those channel points to really good use. I appreciate it. But look at that. Rock Chestplate really helped out. Lake Acuity helped out. Those Crushing Hammers, I mean, I think I went 3-0 on Crushing Hammers, or 3 for 3, however you want to say it. And they wouldn't even let me take the final knockout. That is how you know they are salty. No final knockouts, like no glorious screen for you. Yeah, but I won. And I had multiple win conditions. You stood no chance. Okay, we got the Klawf. This is hilarious. I mean, I could... I think I just attach and pass, right? Attach, pass, and then we just go get Bibarel next turn. That seems like a plan. Because if I go for Squawkabilly, I'm losing... Well, I mean, I could have gone for Squawkabilly, but we don't know if Squawkabilly's in the deck. It could be prized. And you know how forgetful I am, Shiny Ray. Alright, so I'm still assuming that this is Charizard. Yeah, this is Charizard. We can take a knockout of somebody if we want to. They've already burned a Super Rod. You might want to rethink that choice. And, okay. They're playing the game. They're playing the game. Yeah, but then I wouldn't have anything for the following turn, which was the problem, right? Because if I don't have Squawkabilly, then I have literally nothing happening the following turn. Because Bibarel is my only way to draw cards currently. So I was like, okay, well, if we wait for the Bibarel, then maybe we can guarantee that something good happens. Okay, there's a bosses. I think that is an unfortunate top deck. And we just go Crushing Hammer. Hey, you're going to regret getting rid of that Super Rod super early. All right, and then we go get rid of those. Bibarel time. I could bring up the Radiant Zard if, you know, this is a terrible Bibarel. Unbearable Bibarel. Okay, well, they got... Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. We got the DTE too. Oh my god, we're going to sauce up this deck so hard. We are going to absolutely make them regret everything they've done. I think they ditch a Charmander and a Bidoof. It's got to be Charmander Bidoof. Oh, they got... Oh, they don't know. They don't know. Okay, I think I Ultra Ball away. What deck am I playing again? Alright, let's get rid of those two, because we do have the Pal Pad. What else do I want in this deck? Manaphy doesn't make sense. Squawkabilly is useless. I mean, the Mimikyu, because they got rid of their Radiant Zard, so let's just go get the Mimikyu. And just be like, well, you've played this matchup horribly, Swadloon. Oh, because of resistance, they might survive this. Because of resistance, the Mew survives. Oh no. The downside of double turbo energy is the Mew survives. And Koraidon, because you can still attack with it. You can attack with Radiant Zard on turn 2. You just have to go Charizard EX, 3 energy onto the Zard, and then put a double turbo, and then all of a sudden you have a Radiant Charizard that can attack. And if you're researching the hand, obviously you don't want to lose it. So yeah, believe it or not, it is actually a playable card. Yeah, Klawf can't even KO Mew. Kind of embarrassing, I'll admit. We're going to knock out that Bibarel, though. That Bibarel's going down. Because they're going to have to get... Oh, they have 2 Super Rods. Damn. That is not great. So the Bibarel... I was really hoping they just had 1 Super Rod. Do you play Radiant? I mean... Path to the Peak is probably not going to stay and play the whole game, so yeah, why not, right? Okay, so there's Artisan. Yeah, I don't see why not, right? Because you can attack with Radiant Charizard, even with Path to the Peak in play. You can attack with it turn 2. It's not this impossible thing that's, oh my god, it's so difficult to do. No, it's pretty simple. Alright, so I think we 100% boss the Bibarel. That will give me a prize, but it'll force them to... Yeah, I think that's what confused me, is every time I'd used Klawf's ability, it was just a case of, oh, I will just, you know, I'll do that. And I think that's what it was. Okay, and then we go... Do I want Ting-Lu? Do I want... Koraidon. I think we just want another Klawf, right? This is a Klawf deck. Let's get Klawf. Let's get Klawfin. And there's Lake Acuity. I don't think it necessarily matters anymore. All right, let's go Nest Ball for ye old Radiant Tsareena. Okay, what is my... Okay, they have Avery. So we got some things. There's really no need to use the Lake Acuity right here. We'll save the Lake Acuity for next turn. We'll give them the Mimikyu. But yeah, knocking out the Bibarel, that was like main goal number one. Just knock that dude out, and then they are kind of stuck. They have to knock out a Klawf. If I can get Rock Chestplate and Lake Acuity, they're still going to be doing 210, minus 50, 160. So yeah, the Klawfs are going to get two-shot, but I'm pretty sure they're out of energy rechargations. That's a word that I just made up. And that's why I didn't put Lake Acuity down, is because of stuff like that. I knew Artisan was going to be a thing. I am the Charizard King. I know how to beat... Wait, why wouldn't you put Bibarel into play? I am the Charizard King. Okay, counterattacking Pinsir, get rid of the energy. And then we go Mimikyu. That's going into the active. We can go get Koraidon with the Nest Ball to fully power up the Klawf right away. There's another Bibarel, unfortunately. And then... yeah, let's go... I think we do attach that there. Let's put this guy down. So Koraidon comes down. There's another Klawf, everybody. All right, then we just go Dino Cry. Put double energy on that guy, and we're in business right now. Klawf is definitely a slow deck. I've only played one Crushing Hammer, though. I was also thinking about, I think it's the Buizel, or sorry, the Floatzel. I don't know if that's still in Standard, but there's cards that let you put item cards back into your hand with their attack. I can't quite remember the exact names of them, but you can get your Crushing Hammers back. So if you don't mind wasting a turn, you can just get your Crushing Hammers back. Are they going to use Tail on Fire? Are they going to use Tail on Fire with their Charmander? All right, and then I think we just start manually attaching to Ting-Lu and see what happens. Yeah, Rotom has Junk Hunt. There's quite a few of them. So how many is Rotom? Is it 1 or 2? And then, yeah, Regieleki is any trainer card. Junk Hunt is put an item card. Because I'm looking for, like, more than one. And then there's bosses. They're going for my Bibarel. Floatify. Put up to 2 item cards from your discard pile into your hand. Okay, so that's Floatify. There be the Mawile. Alright, so let's... I mean, they haven't really played Switch cards yet, so I think we're just going to hold off on all that. We're going to hold off on all that fun stuff. Okay, that's good. That's very good. We can knock out his RBS. So there's Floatzel, there's the thing, and then there's... I think there's the Swirlix, and there was a new one that came out that let you get item cards, but it's based on coin flips, so you can get anywhere from 0 to 3. Alright, and then we'll... getting rid of that Bibarel was very strong by my opponent, because it puts me in a really tough position. They're going for the Charmeleon. If I could find bosses, that'd be huge. I also just need like a switch card. But yeah, them doing that was kind of huge for them. I may just retreat into the Mimikyu though. Right? Let's just retreat into Mimikyu and then heal up a little bit. And maybe we can buy some time. So let's go retreat into the Mimikyu, force them to waste a boss's orders. They'll probably go after somebody who isn't, who definitely isn't Klawf, but let's do that. And then, yeah, let's put one more on the Klawf and give it the old Passaroo. And nobody plays Fusion Strike Smeargle? I mean, yeah, people are playing Charizard EX, the pig. There's an Oinkologne that does it. Finest selection. Flip 3 coins, put a number of cards up to the number of heads into your hand from your discard pile. So yeah, that's another thing. Are they going to power up their Charmeleon and go for the Charmeleon play? Do you have bosses? Oh my god, they just had bosses? Wait, you're going for Klawf. Why are you going for Klawf? What did Klawf ever do to you? How dare you? How dare you do that to Klawf? All right, well, since I don't have a good hand, we'll just stay like that. So they have 9 energy accounted for. We will use Iono. Nah, Oinkologne. There we go. Thank you. And then we'll go Crushing Hammer. I think if we just start hitting... We just hit the 1s everywhere, then that should be okay. And then there's 2 energy in there, so we'll attach to you. And Koraidon. D's nuts. Alright, and then we'll put one on the... Do I want one on the Koraidon? I guess I do want one on the Koraidon, because that can do 220 damage. I don't think I have enough energy to make that happen, but it could be a thing. Because I have Penny, so I might win this game. Klawf is very grindy, as you've seen, though. And they might just not have it anymore. And then there's another Iono, so we just go end turn. Okay, we failed that. Iono for me. No, because that'll just prolong the game. So we will not do that. But I think, you know, they have to find several things. Even if they find bosses hors d'oeuvres, that's not going to do it. Escape rope. Alright, then I'll give you the Ting-Lu. And then there's Burning Darkness. So we will Penny up the Ting-Lu. Get the Ting-Lu back into the hand. We'll give him the Mimikyu. And then we'll start attaching to the Koraidon. End turn. So yeah, and then if I can Pal Pad... I think I already used the Pal Pad. No, if we can Pal Pad the Penny back in, then I can just put Mimikyu on the field, and that's all they have. You're all terrible people. You do realize that, right? And if they use Scratch, that's only going to do 10 damage. So that's another big thing with Mimikyu, with Lake Acuity, is that you're just kind of in there. And no, this is the prediction game. I just locked Charizard completely out of this game. Please don't play Iono and be a jerk. You know, this was an attacking deck, but then everything went wrong and the Fire Nation attacked. But I used math to beat you. And that's GG, because I didn't take too many prizes. I was very smart with my math. They only did 160? You only did 160? GG, get out of here. You can't even draw any cards. I don't feel bad for you. Klawf is El Busto. That was also my ex-wife's name in high school. Alright, so we just... How is Klawf doing this well? I don't understand how Klawf is doing this well. Okay, here we go. I can... Oh, this is an unfortunate hand. This is a very unfortunate hand. Alright, let's get the Koraidon. I don't want to lose a Crushing Hammer or a Switch Cart or a Penny, but we're going to have to. I mean, I guess I could Switch Cart into Koraidon. Yeah, sure, let's Switch Cart into Koraidon. And then we Squawk the block. I will watch Arcane. What is this? Alright, so we're going to go Rock Chestplate. We're going to attach the double turbo, even though I really don't want to. And then we're going to Dynamite to that guy. So that was a terrible turn 1. But I will... Yeah, Metal Garurumon. Okay, yeah, there's Artisan. Awesome. For what is the Toedscruel? I don't know. What is the Toedscruel for? It's for Sableye and Giratina V-Star, but I think that could easily be cut from the deck. But yeah, Metal Garurumon. Great Digimon. You know, I think War Greymon is definitely in my top 3. I think Angemon is up there. No one will ever be able to guess my favorite Digimon. I've talked about this on stream before, but you won't be able to guess it, I guarantee. No, okay. Dialga is better. 100%. And Meatball Dog? That's just the TCG Live Lottery, essentially. Yeah, Garurumon is great. But that's essentially just the TCG Live Lottery. Is some people, the game is literally just unplayable. Alright, we are going to attach a Vu. I will put the Klawf down. We'll go get a Bidoof. I think we save the boss's orders for next turn. The Mimikyu. What is the Mimikyu? It is... I think it's a... Wait, is it? It's an Artisan, I think. Or no, it might be a Koraidon. I'm not 100% sure. Alright, so let's go... We knock out the Pidgey, and then we knock out the Arceus, or do we knock out the? This is you know the tough part about this matchup is like, who do you knock out? I can knock out anybody on their side of the field. I think it should be Koraidon, Patamon, and Terriermon. Boss KO Arceus. But the thing is, I can knock out that Arceus whenever, and they're probably gonna... If I knock out the Pidgey, most likely they have to promote the Arceus, so that keeps boss's orders for later in the game again. So I just have bosses for even longer. But yeah, I understand what you're saying. I maybe should have bossed the Arceus, but they could have Rare Candy Pidgeot in hand, or Rare Candy Charizard. That is the tough part. When they get everything they need turn 1, you just have to pick one. And yeah, you want to stop the V-Star, but if they were able to get Pidgeot, you know, I had to pick one. There were pros and cons to knocking out each of them. I decided just go for Pidgey, keep the bosses, maybe I'll need it later. I don't know. Yeah, like maybe it leaned a little bit more on Arceus V-Star, but I can't one-shot the Charizard. Koraidon can't attack next turn. That's another big thing, is I will have to use Switch Carts and shenanigans if I want to even attack with Koraidon. So it's just that, yeah, there was no perfect one. There were pros and cons to each. I was just like, let's just knock out the Pidgey. You know, if I'd known their hand, obviously that would have changed some things. If I could have known their hand, we'd be fine. No, this is the right Koraidon. I'm not playing the new Koraidon. And you gotta perfect the... I've already perfected the Charizard list. See, I knew they had Rare Candy. See? Klawf EX absolutely busted. Yeah, the Panic at the Disco. Full, yeah, that's what it is. Full Metal Alchemist starring... Oh, interesting. So I guess they... Are they just going to retreat? Because if they retreat... This makes it very interesting. I think we just manually retreat the Koraidon. Koraidon the energy onto Klawf. And I think I Artisan for the Mimikyu. Because they're down a Zard. They didn't get rid of any energy. Alright, so let's Artisan for Mimikyu. We know how important that is. Get the Mimikyu. I still don't know what the Mimikyu is currently. And then I think I put the... Yeah, I don't want to attack with Squawkabilly. That seems like a bad idea. Seems like a very bad idea. And then we'll just manually retreat into the Mimikyu. I feel like they don't have a good hand. Right? And I think I also want to... put the Arceus in the active? Nah, we'll go Iono. I know giving them more cards this early in the game is really bad because they'll probably have, you know, they'll have it like that, but I really thought that was going to give me something I could use. All right, things are going wrong at the moment. Things are taking a slight turn, but it's fine. We'll be totally fine. We're going to Klawf it up in here. And this is not the prediction name. It'll be the next one. Yeah, Puppetmon had an awesome design. I didn't really like the episode with Puppetmon because it was like very, you felt kind of bad for Puppetmon, and it's like this really evil thing. But I fully stand by my claim that the first 2 seasons of Digimon are better than the first 2 seasons of Pokemon. If I had to choose one, it's like, hey, do you want to rewatch the first 2 seasons of Digimon and the first 2 seasons of Pokemon in their entirety? You can't skip any episodes. I would pick Digimon. Or whatever like the episode count is. You have to watch the same amount. And you want to know something interesting about Digimon movie? The movie? It's 2 movies spliced together because the runtime wasn't long enough. So if you've ever watched the Digimon movie and be like, wait, why does it feel like 2 separate movies stitched together? That's because it is. They took 2 movies and it's like, we got a movie here and a movie there. Let's just combine them. It's 3 movies. Well, there you go. It's not even 1 or 2. It's 3. All right, so they're probably just gonna boss every single turn. Ooh, they got Delphox. They're just gonna boss every single turn. They got the knockout on the Koraidon, which is slightly unfortunate. What's their switch count? They haven't played any switches. So that is highly unfortunate. I guess I just go get rid of those 2. We're gonna go get another Klawf. But I don't think I'm gonna win this one. I think they got off to such a good start that I don't think I stand any sort of chance here. And what can I get with our design? I get Manaphy, which I don't have. I guess we don't get Mawile. They can't knock out the Mimikyu. They could knock out the Bibarel if I were to do that. So I could Super Rod the Koraidon back in and have 2 Klawf ready to go. But I think we just hit him with the Falling Press. Yeah, we'll hit him with the Falling Press and see what happens. Hey, we hit him with the heads. But I think for the Charizard matchup, you either need to get your boss's orders at the absolute right time, or you need to hit your Crushing Hammers. And they have to not find their boss's orders. And, you know, I can't knock out Pidgeot or anything, so once they get fully set up, the Charizard deck is very difficult to beat. But, like, this is casual, okay? They're playing a fully blinged out Charizard deck, ACP deck, fully blinged out. And there's like, oh yeah, I'm going to take this into casual. I have everything in the maximum rarity. Everything's a full art. Everything's gold. What am I going to do? I don't know. Let's go into casual. Let's beat up all those kids in casual or trying to have fun and learn the game. Because ranked, that requires too much thinking. I want free wins. And somebody who I'm not going to acknowledge has shown up. Those are the rules. Okay, they got another bosses. There goes the Squawkabilly. Alrighty. We're definitely losing this one now. Okay, let's... I think this will cost me the game if I do this, but I can put the Mawile down. We can attach to the Mawile. We can Switch Cart to the Mawile. And then Bibarel. Do all that. Ooh, we got the boss's orders at the exact wrong time. Thank you. So they'll ditch Manaphy and Charmander, I would assume. I would assume it's going to be Manaphy and Charmander that get the boot. Oh, look how smart I am. Real smarty pants here. Alright, so we're down 2 Switch Carts. I think I will retreat that guy. We'll put the Mimikyu up front. They can't take a one-shot KO. The question is, do they have... Oh, no, the Avery kind of just cost me the game, didn't it? I'm gonna get in trouble with all these rules. So if I bring up the Delphox, they can still do a bunch of things. They can still attack with the Pidgeot. They can still attack with a whole bunch of things. I don't think there's a way for me to win this. They were able to boss around my Klawf. And they've also hit a Stapler. Okay, that's actually not terrible. Because I can go, like, Tempting Trap the Charmander. How many energy they got? They got down. So they got 0. They have 0 energy down. I think we can concede this one. They're playing extremely slowly as well. You know, I think what I'll do, we'll take a break from Klawf. I'll work on, you know, making it better. Because we're now going to have a Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday stream schedule. That'll start on Tuesday. Or technically, I guess it started today. And then this way, I'll be streaming every single week until 151. Which means there's going to be no Nuzlocke, no long breaks for me. If you sub to me, you're going to get me coming in your face or licking your ear holes at least 3 times a week. It is subject to change. It could be like Tuesday, Wednesday, Saturday, but Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. And yeah, it's Melmetal time, everybody. But we'll make the Klawf work. Klawf is too much fun to not. And that sick dude, I know, see? Your ears are dry, you listen to me long enough, they'll get super wet. Are they out of bosses? No, they should have one more bosses. And I think the main thing here is that I don't want to take a knockout. And you actually subbed. You actually, there you go. Yeah, see? If your ears are dry, I'll make them wet. I'll lick them good. I'll lick your ears with my hard words. And that sick dude, there you go. There's 5 codes of Chilling Rain. And Gazerbeam, you invited me to be on the podcast last year in November. I remember it vividly. Last year in November, when the public beta or the global beta began, and then you said nothing. You said nothing. Alright, so they are going crazy on this Arceus. Counterattacking Pinsir. Let's get rid of... Yeah, let's get rid of the fire energy. And did I prize Radiant Tsareena? I may have done that. Yes. Okay, so let's go Mawile. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They probably have enough energy to get themselves out of this, but we're going to try. We're going to hit them with the Tempting Trap. We're going to see if we can win. Radiant Tsareena's in the deck. And then we go Elegant Heal. And hit him with the old Tempting Trap. And each, you want all of your orifices at least 10 meters away? I mean, you gotta sleep sometime, am I right, Each? You can't stay awake forever, and that's when I get you. If they're being smart, I think what they do is they Pidgeot all of their items into their hand, so that Misfortune Sisters isn't as powerful. Yeah, I think that might be what they're doing, is they're going to put all the items in their hand. And what are they doing? Well, they're being a jerk face, is what they're doing. All right, so I guess we'll see. Do they play 4 bosses? And that's it. That's it. We win again. The Klawf deck is insane. I'm 100% making a video out of this. Arcanus, that was you wasted a lot of time. You thought you were going to hit me with that bosses. You thought you had all the answers with your fully blinged out deck. I know I complained a lot about, for all the YouTube viewers, I know I complained a lot in this game, and I'm sorry. I'm usually like this, but usually towards TCG Live. The problem is that a lot of people go into casual with their tier 1, amazing tournament winning decks, and they just use it to farm free wins against people with, starter decks or who are trying new ideas. And I hate it. It's my pet peeve. So that's why you hear me complaining about it. It's just, we have ranked for a reason. That's where all the good decks should be. And then casual should be a casual setting. But casual is basically just ranked 2.0 because there's no punishment. So that's why I complain a lot. Usually I'm just super positive on stream. Everyone in chat is agreeing with me right now. You probably can't see it because there's a delay, but everyone agrees with me. Klawf is hilarious. There's a lot of work that it needs, but it's so much fun.